All right, guys, we're at Rhodes. This is Old Town. It's the largest occupied or inhabited medieval city in all of Europe. 6,000 people live in this thing, and it is pretty wild. So we've got an e-bike here. We can take a little bit of a tour. It's super early, so there really shouldn't be anybody out. But yeah, this place is great. Let's have a look. This place was built by the Hospitaller Knights after the Crusades, the Knights of St. John. Actually a pretty cool story. This right here is actually called the Marine Gate. It's the opening to the port. It's like a huge battle here in this port, and I think it's 350 BC. And Alexander the Great's generals, when they were battling for a territory, there's this huge siege here, where one of the biggest siege towers ever made were built. It took 3,000 people to move. It was so big. Marine Gate. Of course, this is way after that. But I'm trying to get to the palace of the Grand Master of the Hospitallers. It's one of the best examples of Gothic architecture in all of Europe. I've only seen pictures. It's quite nice. So this will be the first time I've seen it as well. When they fought here in the 1400s, the second time the Ottomans tried to take the place, when each chapter, the Hospitallers, they were a lot like the Templars. So you know, they came from all over Europe, so they spoke a bunch of different languages. So each part of the city was held and defended by a different country. So you had one part of the walls that were being defended by the French, by the Germans, English. You know, there's some countries that aren't around anymore. But this whole place, I mean, it's massive. It's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, the history goes back to like 500 BC and way before that. But I seriously recommend getting an e-bike because, number one, it's a great workout still, but there it is. But you definitely get to see a lot. We're gonna have to come back here later when that's open. We'll go inside because there's like a small museum inside, but I mean, it's very impressive. And it should be right over here, the clock tower of Rhodes, which goes back to the Byzantines. Too early for a drink, but when you buy a ticket to go in, apparently you get a free drink, so that'll be lovely. Some cannons from my boys. And I've never been here before, so we're just gonna take some turns. I mean, so at some points, these walls, they get up to 45 feet high, and it's just, you know, circle after circle after circle, because during the wars in 400 BC and the Ottoman incursions, when they took this place, they used sappers. So there's all this fighting underground, but undermining the walls was, I guess, a lesson they learned. But you come near some of these walls, and just the thought of having to scale these things and fight against the army of crusaders is absolutely wild. Now, I did come across a World War II cemetery yesterday while I was out. That's the clock tower. Because Rhodes was taken by the Nazis, so there was a fight for this city. The Greeks are really known. I mean, even today they have a day called No Day, because the day that they refused the Nazis, and it's a major celebration. I mean, I celebrate it like we celebrate the 4th of July. I think it's called Oki Day. This is a clock tower. Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro is good morning. Wow. I'll come down here at night later on, because it's pretty. It's a mix between creepy and eerie and beautiful at night. It's a silent city, especially because this isn't the tourist season really. And I don't know if you're like a ghost person. There is an eerie feeling to this place, because I mean, it's been the host of enormous sieges throughout history. So these guys everywhere. I haven't seen a single dog, like street dogs, since I've been in the city. It's just, that's a first in Greece for me. But the cats are absolutely everywhere, but I mean, there's utility to that. You never see any mice, rats. But that's pretty common everywhere you go, in the Mediterranean or in the Middle East. Okay. Graffiti, always going to be common when you're in the Mediterranean. I feel like, I mean, it's just, especially in Athens, but I mean, you always see the examples of graffiti going back to like ancient times. I guess it's just always been a part of the culture. Every alley is interesting, and it would take days to look at them all, but if you ever want to feed cats, good place to go. Get the meadow. Hey, giddy giddy. The cobblestones they're beautiful, but my god, are they brutal. Of course, in the city there are the touristy areas. Not exactly the place you want to come for the best food, but good shops, decent coffee. Gelato, decent. Frozen Greek yogurt though, outstanding. Just look at that. across the water you see Turkey, actually. 15 miles. Go out on the battlements here. I'll kind of wrap it up for the day. Still got to get back for the morning coffee date and walk the dog. Again, sorry about the wind. It's pretty normal to have about 25-mile-per-hour winds on the islands. But look at that.